Hi, I'm a very tired Mystic Nebula because it is currently 2:30 in the morning, almost. And I keep getting woken up for this message, and I've been battling with migraines so badly for about 2.5, 3 weeks. So bad, so that at one point, just to get a break in the middle of the migraine, I had to go to the hospital, which is what that post on here was about. But if you're here, Spirit has a message for you. And I need you to know that this is from a place of love, a place of pure love. Spirit keeps waking me up in the night, and I believe it's because you're an overnight overthinker. I feel like 224 could be significant. 2 plus 2 is 4. 4 plus 4 is 8. Number 8 might be also important for you. I need to be very choicey about these words because I know it's not easy what you're going through. And that's why I feel so called to get up. There's been a lot of resistance around this message, yes. And I feel like it's because somebody doesn't want you to get better. Somebody doesn't want you to go on the up and up. Somebody doesn't want you to walk away from something. And take this how it resonates and like leave what does not. But you may have problems with possibly, I'm having to word this specifically so I don't get like booted off. Things that are easier to do when you're in pain, i.e., you get my point. And every night for the last like 2 weeks, like even in my migraines, I would wake up around this time, 222. I would wake up around this time, and all I hear is still tonight. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, and I know what kind of pain you're in because I can feel it. It's really hard it shakes me awake so bad that I usually can't go to sleep. So I know you're in pain. I also need you to understand, please go to part 2 if you haven't already, because I'm going to be posting this everywhere. I need this message to get out to who it's meant to, and I know it'll find the right people in the right timing, but I've been feeling really called to do this, and you feel like it's easier to throw in the towel. It's easier to forget, and I need you to understand that forgetting isn't going to change it. As easy as it would be to choose forgetting, I wish I could too sometimes. 342. I wish I could too sometimes, and let me explain on that. I've had some really awful things happen to me. Some things that I have had struggles to process. But I'll tell you what, the scariest thing isn't living with it. The scariest thing is trying to run from yourself every day, hoping that it'll just stop. And I don't want you to hit a rock bottom because somebody wants you to hit rock bottom. Wow, that's deep. These people are awful. I'm so sorry. I know that it's not easy because especially whenever it's easier and other things, people look at you different. People treat you different. And I've noticed that we don't live in a world that's very kind or considerate to people that are struggling. And I need you to know that you matter. I need you to know that if there's anyone out there that cares, it's me. And I know that that's crazy. I don't know you, but I like to say that love should be given freely and unconditionally. That doesn't mean you should give love to everyone like that is hurting you. Like, no. Like, yeah, have your boundaries, but you're a stranger. I'm a stranger to you. Hi, we're no longer strangers. Nice to meet you. But when you meet people, they're strangers, and you have to take into account whether or not you want to meet them. But I feel like a lot of us constantly are like, oh, I don't know, because we're looking at things. We're looking at the face value. We're looking at it like judging a book by its cover. And I feel like people do that to you a lot. People judge you a lot. So I need you to reel it back for a minute, 606, and realize that it's okay to sit with yourself and your emotions, even though it's scary. But I'll tell you what, 616, when I looked up, it is so important to process. It is so important, even if that just means listening to a mindful meditation, a guided mindful meditation. You need to affirm to yourself why you're here, 633. You need to affirm to yourself why you're here and what it is that you're working for. And I'm going to give you an affirmation card and a meditation card. Use these in tandem so that you can get through this really tough time. And of course, if you're really, really struggling, I don't want to see 657. I don't want to see anyone on my list, anyone that I pop up on your page. I don't want to see you in pain. If strangers can hate strangers for no reason, for absolutely zero reason, then I love you for no reason. 717. You deserve love. You are worthy. So, grab you an affirmation card. What is it that this collective needs to know we're here right now to help keep them going? I still feel like I need another. Oh, that was nice. Come on, give me another one. What does this collective need to hear? They're hurting really bad. Please, Spirit, give them some solace. Oh, okay. I got 5, but I feel like I feel like 6 was the magic number. 6 was the magic number. Hold on. Okay, so I picked them up. I'm going to pull these real quick. What is it that this collective needs to know we're here? Please help them to see this in divine timing. I'm going to pull a couple. Oh, well, Spirit said 3. It is. Okay. I don't argue. Yes. Taking steps. It says, do not look at all that you have to get done. Hold on. Do not look at all that you have to get down, all the tasks piling up in your daily routine. It should say done, but it says down. I'm not joking. It says down. I don't know why. It says down. Take one task at a time and try to take one day at a time. Sometimes even that is too much, and I struggle. So take it one moment at a time. Take it one moment of living in the present and trying to sit with yourself and find something to smile about. Gratitude. Take some time today to write down all the things you are happy and thankful for. Put that list in your pocket, and if the day starts to bring you down, pull that list out and read it back to yourself. It is so important to remember what you're here for in this time, because 927, I know you're in pain. I know that it's not easy. And I know a lot of people probably go, oh, I know it's not easy. No, like, I know it's not easy. But you got this. I believe in you. Make time. You must take time for yourself, even if it's an hour or a few minutes. Do something to enjoy. It doesn't have to get done all at once. It can be something that you look forward to going back to and continuing with. I know you can put the love into yourself that you need. Sitting with yourself doesn't always have to be about dealing with your trauma and hearing your trauma and reliving your trauma. Like, sometimes sitting with yourself just means sitting with yourself and doing something nice for you. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna start with this one. I think it's so beautiful. Today is a fresh start. Today is a brand new day that I will embrace as a new beginning and make the most of this day. You do not have to wait for things to get good to choose to have a good life. You can choose to have a good life. 1101. You can choose you. 1111 as I pull this one out. 1111 as I pull this card to show you. Oh my goodness, my chills. Today I am happy. Today happiness and love will fill my heart and soul all day. That is a beautiful affirmation for you. Not the easiest affirmation, but definitely one that needs taking a look at. Today I will forgive. Today I will forgive any past mistakes I have made and love myself unconditionally. It's not about the other people right now. It's about you and taking care of you. Forgive yourself. Today I am healthy. Today my mind is clear, my body is healthy, and my soul is at peace. 1213 as I looked up. I don't know if that's a number for anyone, but we always throw it out there. Today I am flexible. Today I will adapt to changes in my life with an open mind and positive outlook. Life isn't happening to you, though it may seem like it is right now. Today I am respectful. Today I will acknowledge other people's thoughts and feelings as well as my own. So to recap, and also to just tie it together, I'm just some lady on the screen right now looking all crazy, so unless you already follow me, then you're not familiar with me, and why are you listening to this lady talk to you? She look all crazy. I know, I'm still in my nightgown. I tried to brush my hair, it just doesn't want to stay, and I don't want to get it wet because I don't want to be more awake than I already am. But this message needed to be told. This message needs to be out there. There's people in pain, people suffering. And though I try to manage the best I can, I'm suffering with you. I have struggled with, and I know it's not easy, especially whenever you're just going through it. The last, I don't know, 14, the last 5-6 months have been a whirlwind for me. So I'm gonna assume the last year has been really rough for you too. And I need you to understand, even now, it is still a struggle for me. But only in the moments where I try to revert, where I try to go back. There is no going back right now, honey. What happened, happened. And so now we must only figure out how to find our path forward. I think right now, I don't know if you like listening to whole albums, so I'm gonna give you this song. It's from, and I'll put it right here so like you know, Nahko and Medicine for the People. That's Nahko and Medicine for the People. And there's a song that he has on his Shack Sessions album, and it's called Path Forward. And I like that version of it the best. I feel like it really, that whole album speaks to my soul. I was actually listening to that song earlier with my bestie, and they were like, wow, that song really speaks to your soul. You can feel it. And yeah, it's a beautiful message. And if you have time and you need something to play while you're sitting with yourself, I find that that entire album really helps. There's a lot of heaviness. I'm trying not to cry because I know you're struggling. And I know that me saying this isn't, it looks like this is going to be a YouTube message because nobody is probably going to want to listen to this extended version. Because, yeah, I don't know what I'm speaking about. I rebuke that. I don't talk like that. I rebuke that. No, no, no. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, angels. Thank you, ancestors. I want to put some more protection around this message. Give me a second. I did not like that. Nope. Nope. I know this will find the right people at the right time. And I know that 1717, it doesn't matter. Because there are people out there that are hurting and will need this. And yeah, I look crazy. I look absolutely crazy. But this is me being my authentic self right now. I feel really called to speak on a situation that has caused me a lot of pain so that you can understand just where I'm at. And hopefully it'll give you hope to know you can do it too. So I no longer, because it's just not for me. And a lot of family members really. So I caught myself. And since that point in time, I can have one, but I don't even like doing that anymore. 1818. And whenever I post this, I'm sure this will find you at the right time. But for whenever I'm filming this most previous week, I suffered a big loss. And a few videos before this, I took a very authentic video of me crying, talking about how it's important to show authenticity even whenever I'm down. Because I feel like social media is nothing but a facade, and I refuse to do that with you guys. I refuse to put on a mask. This job, you need to be real. And I'm suffering too. It's not just you. I suffered a really big loss. I saw something, and it's what's been healing for me in this moment. And it's a quote that's like, when you're praying for a new life, sometimes you have to lose your old life at the expense of your new life, or something like that. And I lost everything. I was in a really abusive situation 2002. In this situation, I have been stuck in for about 2 years. I'm away from that now. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, angels. Thank you, ancestors. But I had some really amazing cats that I lost. They no longer exist. They're with me. And I don't know if you're comfortable with spirits, but I know they're running around with me in my home. But yeah, I didn't want to leave when I had to leave, and I had no choice, so I had to leave them here. There with that person, my ex. And I went back on Monday to finally go get my belongings. 2103. And the entire house was awful. And I mean, like, I don't know if he's back doing some stuff, but it looked 2121 when I looked up, and 2122. It looked like a mess. It was awful. And honestly, 2134, I don't even know how to express how it went from like a home to like an apte house, and that's Pig Latin, apte. I don't know, but it looked so bad. 2002 or 2202. 2022. I don't have that one down, but I said it, so I'm gonna write them both. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know where his life is, but I know that he stole a lot of my belongings and they were not there, so I'm assuming he sold them or gave them away. This relationship also helped me determine finding myself a bit more, like the fact that I don't like men. Not that that matters, but I do want to add it was that kind of relationship. Yeah, but I went back and all I really wanted was my babies. My sage, my jasper, my ember, my synchronicity, and there were kittens. And they were all gone. And he said most of them passed away. Most of them passed away. I don't know what he did. I wasn't there, so I can't say nothing. But they're gone. I can't do anything about it. And no matter how hard it is, I can't revert back. There's no way back. There's only a path forward. And it's not easy. I've been struggling. Most of this week, I've been in a daze, dissociative, trying to cope. It's not easy. Even being spiritually gifted and very self-aware, it's still really hard. And I don't know, maybe you're spiritually gifted in your own ways, 2414, or maybe you're really in tune with yourself in your own ways, 2424. So this will hit for whoever it's meant to. It's not easy to continue to be grateful, even when things are falling apart, but Spirit needs you to trust. And something that I've been saying to myself over and over this entire week has been, and I'm saying this verbatim, Spirit, I'm in heartache. I'm in pain. I can't deal with this. It's too much to handle. Please take this and transmute it for my highest good and healing. Because right now it's so fucking hard. And I just keep repeating, thank you, angels, thank you, ancestors, thank you, spirit, until I start to feel peace. It's not easy. But you gotta sit with that pain to process. And nobody's expecting you to have it done right now. I went to pick this up and this fell out, so I'm gonna get to that in a minute. It's not easy. And I'm by no means telling you that it is. But I promise this work that you need to put in yourself is so worth it. Because oh, I did not like that. I did not like that at all. I about puked. I'm not sure where I was. I am not sure where I was. It'll come back to me. It'll come back to me. I'm gonna get to this card. I went to pick up this deck and this fell out. And it's about chakras. Chakras are different energy points on your body. They represent parts of your spiritual and physical being. Whenever I like to meditate with my chakras, I like to look up guided meditations for it. I also, if you're a crystal person, like you like, rocks, you can, sorry for the sniffling, I'm just really trying to breathe through this because I know that this is not just my pain, I'm feeling yours as well. Different rocks to help you connect with those different energy points. There's 7 main chakras, and I've been really called lately to meditate with 12 chakras. But that's something like a little bit more spiritual. I feel like it's important to first get your grounding in the first 7. Excuse me. I just realized that I completely forgot to plug in my microphones. I really hope that this is not too echoey, and my house is very, so sorry. But I know this is gonna meet who it's meant to. If you give up now, you'll just be proving not just to them, but also to yourself, that to your own worst enemy of yourself, that this is who you are. And this isn't who you are. You are not here to experience pain. So you need to sit and breathe and realize that everything is working out for you. I went to pick up my pen and it threw. Hold on. Everything is working out for you. I constantly repeat to myself whenever I'm overwhelmed. Oh, I'm so sorry. It's like 3 a.m. I'm so tired. 29:29 though. Everything is always working out for me. Even when I don't think it is. Everything's always working out for me. And that just means you might not see it in this realm just yet. But Spirit is orchestrating something so much more beautiful than you can imagine. Let me take this a step further. Whenever I left that abusive situation, I lived in a hotel for a minute. And then whenever I couldn't live in a hotel anymore, I stayed in a shelter for about a week, a women's shelter. And it was a scary experience because when I went there, I was aware that I was going to be leaving, but when I went and stayed at the hotel, like I had no clue what was coming. Like I had no clue that I'd live in the beautiful home I do. I'd have had no clue that I would be able to have access to get the necessities I need. I had no clue the life that I'd be living now. No clue. But that's the point. You're not supposed to know what comes, because if you did, you'd be spirit, and you're not. And regardless of how intuitive you may be, you're not meant to know everything. And like, even with my spiritual gifts, like I constantly feel like I need to know what's coming. And the thing is you need to be able to surrender to spirit. 3113. You need to be able to surrender to spirit and trust that they're going to help you in the highest form they can. 3124. They are not here to punish you. And I know that sometimes it feels like overwhelming. But right now is the preparation. This moment is the preparation for what's to come. And it's so much more beautiful. I split the deck. And I want to give you these energies before I go, because I feel very called to do so. Why are you? This was in the deck. That's why I felt called to do so. There was one in the deck that was the wrong way. So we have 3 for you. I love that. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, angels. Thank you, ancestors. I'm going to start with the ones that I split to. Today I am kind. Today I will make this day count. I will do something kind for someone. Sometimes that just means smiling at someone who looks sad. A smile could mean so much, and I know that's cliche. But smiles are contagious. Even over the phone, like if you're smiling when you're talking to someone, you can tell the difference. You can. If you close your eyes right now, indulge me for a minute. Hi, how are you doing? My name is Mystic Nebula. Hi, how are you doing? My name is Mystic Nebula. Two different. You can open your eyes now. 3313. Today I am special. Today I will realize that I am a unique, one-of-a-kind person. You don't know it yet, but you are one in a million. 3333. As I said, 1 in a million. That's so beautiful. Have faith that Spirit's going to take you out of this moment. If nothing else, have faith. Today I will look ahead. Today I will see my future. It is a beautiful life that I'm looking forward to. This is the one that was in the deck incorrectly. And if anything, maybe the most beautiful card that could have popped out for you. From what I'm getting, I feel like everything's going to work out for you. I feel like Spirit right now is really molding you for the next step and in preparation. When we say that Spirit is preparing us, it goes back to that quote where I said sometimes, I don't know how I put it, you have to lose your old life at the expense of your new life. Yeah, that. 3, 4, 5, 6, as I looked up. You are being prepared right now. You are being prepared for something better. And I know that it seems easy because in your mind you're going, I don't care. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. No. I know that probably triggers something in your brain. No. Because as easy as it would be to go do something else, sit with spirit, ask them to help you, to get you through this moment. Because when you come out on the other side, you're going to be so proud of yourself. 3553. You are going to be so happy with yourself and when I did that. You're doing it already by being here. Definitely go look at that song, Path Forward by Nako. I think that it's so important that you do. I feel like it'll give you hope in this painful moment. And it's okay if you have to cry. I cry to this song. I do. So I'm so sorry, I'm so tired. You're gonna make it through. It's gonna be okay. Breathe through it. And know that if you need to, you can reach out to me. Because if anything, I feel like everybody deserves to at least hear their story being told. And that doesn't mean that you have to get a reading off of me, which I do personal readings. You don't have to reach out for me simply for that. I've said it once and I'll say it again. If one of the people that see me on here, if one of my followers, one of the people that see me on their For You page, if they see this and they're in pain, I want you to reach out. Because all it takes is just 37, listening to someone's story, giving them the moment to speak. That can mean the world for someone. So if you need someone, know that I am genuinely here. You could leave a comment, even if directly messaging me is not okay, because I know some people don't want to do that. You'd have to jump to another app. So, YouTube gang, know that you are worthy. You are beyond worthy. And all that is here, it's working out in divine timing, even though it might not feel like it. And I love you. I love you so much. I know. I'm gonna get through this. Have faith. I'm trying to say these things with so much love. I know it's not easy. 38. So I'm sending you so much love. Thank you.